All right, time now to talk about the economy. To help me break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of the U.S. economy as we enter 2025 is my good friend Caleb Silver. He's the editor-in-chief at Investopedia. Caleb, take us down the road. Tell us what's good right now about the economy.
A lot of good things, Ali, and it's rare that a president is coming into office without a recession over the last 20 years, right. But this one is coming into a very strong economy. Household net worth at an all-time high. Thank you, stock market. Thank you, rising house prices, up $169 trillion household net worth. But as we know, the top 10% own about 70% of that still. Stock market up 53% in the past 2 years. It's very rare to have back-to-back years of 20% plus gains. We had them, and if you've been consistently investing in your 401k or IRA, you are feeling it for sure. And the labor market is pretty healthy right now. The unemployment rate around 4.2%, a little higher than the Fed would like to see it, but there's plenty of jobs out there, and wages keep rising. So a healthy labor market, a healthy stock market, that's all really good news, giving some momentum to this administration as they come into office in a few weeks.
All right, that's the good. Let's talk about the bad right now. It's almost we don't have to tell people this stuff because they know it.
Yeah, they know it, and inflation has not gone away. The rate of growth may have slowed a little bit, but food and shelter, we're talking about housing when we talk about shelter, those remain pretty high, up about 3% year over year. But individual items like eggs, like proteins, those are more and more expensive every single month, and there's not a lot you can do on the policy front to fix that. Everyone's feeling it. Housing affordability, this hasn't changed either. Housing prices at an all-time high. Mortgage rates, that 30-year fixed above 6.5%, makes it out of reach for so many first-time home buyers. The housing market is in a deep freeze, Ali. It's been that way for about a year and a half. And then these interest rates, get used to these rates kind of where they are. We're not going to see a lot of rate cuts in the next year, according to the Fed.
I saw a 30-year fixed for 7% the other day. It's like, wow, that's something. All right. There's even stuff that's worse than the bad. There's an ugly. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, income inequality. And this is the case every single year. It doesn't matter who's in office. But as household net worth rises, again, the top 10% feel that. They own most of the assets and most of the stock. The bottom 10% not feeling it at all. The bottom 50% not feeling it at all. Poverty rate has been on the rise. That continues year after year. About 14 million people in poverty right now. And then we have a tariff war potentially coming our way. Maybe more bark than bite. But tariffs, by definition, are inflationary. So if you think inflation hasn't gone away yet, wait till there's a tariff war. We're going to see a lot of inflation if that comes around. Estimates are around $1,000 to $1,500 per household if Trump goes through with some of the tariffs he's promising the day he gets into office.